Good morning. It's me, Richard Lewis Brown, and today is April 26, 2021, and I seek your support to become the new Local 1000 president. As you know, this is a live video, and I need your support. If you received your ballot that should have came to your house around the 19th of April, please fill it out and send it back. Hopefully you'll vote for me. If you don't want to vote for me, I respect that decision. I sincerely hope that you will vote. And many people have called me and said, Richard, I want to vote for you, but who else should I vote for? And I have told people over and over again, I cannot endorse anyone else because all the other candidates have never come out and endorsed me. They've never come out and supported my ideas. They're opposed to my 10-point platform. So I know it's early Monday morning and most people are still trying to wake up. But I got some hot news here. First thing I want to say, someone reached out to me and said that Francisco Pass on the state employees Facebook page called me a bastard. And so I want to address that really quickly. First, as you know, they've censored me, they've canceled me, they've banned me from the state employees page, the Local 1000, SEIU Local 1000 page, SEIU 1000 and Friends page, the COBED page. I've been banned from quite a few pages because I'm challenging the status quo and people don't want to hear what I have to say. And that's where we're at in our country. If you say things that people don't want to hear, then they ban you. In a country where freedom of speech is supposedly still a constitutional right. So Francisco Pass, a few days ago, whenever it was, she called me a bastard. Now, what I would simply say to that is this. Francisca, if you want to talk to me, you have my phone number, 408-207-2339. You know my Facebook page, RL Brown. You can go to my other page at Richard Durrell 7437 on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, Richard Durrell 7437 on Instagram. Francisca, if you want to call me a bastard on Twitter, Richard Real 7437. I want to make sure that Francisca, when she calls me a bastard, that she has all the avenues to call me a bastard. She can call me 408-207-2339. 2 Facebook pages. I gave you the Instagram. I gave you the Twitter. She can go to my website, createexcellence7437.com. She can email me, Richard Durrell 7437@gmail.com, or she can contact me on my personal email, richard.brown7437@yahoo.com. So that when Francisca wants to call me a bastard, I don't have to have someone contact me and say she called me a bastard. I don't have to have someone say, why did Yvonne have her call you a bastard? She can just call me a bastard to my face. She doesn't have to run to a page where I'm canceled, where I'm censored, where I'm banned, where I can't reply to her. So Francisca, when you call me a bastard, at least allow me a chance to respond to you calling me a bastard. At least allow me to respond to why you're so upset because I'm reducing people's dues by 50% when I become president and I'm getting us out of politics. And at least allow me to respond to why you support Black Lives Matter, but here I am as a black man, you call me a bastard. I mean, at least give me that type of respect, unless, you're supporting Black Lives Matters for all the other black people, but I'm the one black exception. You can't support my black life. I mean, if that's how Yvonne is, having you come at me, well, okay, but give me a chance to address you. Don't run. Don't be a coward. I mean, I know you're following what Yvonne tells you to do. Even though I guess you're retired or whatever, but you're a former bunk chair 4, and then Sophia Perkins took over after you when you left. So when you want to call me a bastard, do me a favor, man up or woman up. I don't want you to think that I'm sexist, because when you call me a bastard, I like to respond to you. Don't go to other pages where I can't respond to you. But, this is your typical Local 1000 wannabe leaders. When they hear me talk, they call me a bastard. They call me arse like Regina Brooks did last year in October. They call me numbnuts like last year in November, Frank Askin. So they call me arse. They call me numbnuts. They call me a bastard. If you'll say those things out in the open, well, then what other terms are you using for me in your private areas, in your private lives. What names are you calling me? But you're leaders. You're leaders. So when I call Yvonne a hypocrite and a liar and a fraud and not a real Marine, you respond back by calling me a bastard. Numbnuts, arse, and some other words that I don't have, I haven't seen yet. Okay. I'm still going to win the election. This bastard is still going to win. This bastard is still going to help people. This bastard is going to take us out of politics altogether. This bastard is going to ensure we have 2 term limits so no one can get out of pocket, can get too corrupted. Okay? This bastard is going to make sure our union has total financial transparency and total voter transparency, which brings me to the point of this video. A person tried to become a member. He became a member on April 13th. He sent Local 1000 Elections at SEIU1000.org an email, CC'd me and said, please send me my ballot. They told him that he's outside the window. And I sent them 2 different requests last Thursday and Friday, the 22nd and the 23rd of April. Send the man the ballot. What are you talking about? Nowhere in the policy file does it say he's outside his window. Once he becomes a member and that application is received by Local 1000, he is, quote, a member. And not only is he a new member, he's a member in good standing. Send him his ballot. Okay? Nowhere on the website in those key election timeline dates is there a deadline for becoming a member to vote in this election. Okay? Not on the website, not in the key election timeline, not in the policy file. What are you talking about? Local 1000 Elections. So are you working on behalf of Yvonne Walker to help her cheat another election? Is that what you're doing, Paul Koch? Are you? Paul Koch? Yeah, I'm calling you out, Paul Koch. Why won't you respond to that email for George Mojica? Why won't you? What do you know that I don't know? Well, this morning I got an email. It appears that on the 2nd of April, an email was sent out. It looks like to non-members. It says, electing your union leaders is just one benefit of Local 1000 membership. There are many benefits to being a member of Local 1000, including voting for our union's officers, electing our bargaining team, and having a voice in determining our priorities. They left out the part about it also allows you to be ratify the contract. Okay, so when this email goes out on April 2nd, I guess about 10 o'clock in the morning, it also states, Local 1000's leadership elections start April 19th. You must be a member to vote. Now listen to this. Listen to this. This is how bad Yvonne Walker is trying to cheat and win again. Your membership application must be received before April 7th. Your membership application must be received before April 7th. Who the hell knew that? I didn't know that, and I'm a candidate. Did Tony Owens know this? Did Sophia Perkins know this? I'm calling them out. Did you know? Yvonne approved to have this email go out. I'm sure Miguel Cordova knew. But how many other candidates knew that there was a deadline for a person to turn their membership application in? How many people knew that? Because it says the last day you can request a duplicate ballot is May 7th. So if you became a member and your application received by May 7th, that would give them time to process it and send you a ballot and have you return that ballot by United States Post Office no later than 5 p.m. on May 20th. What the hell is this about? What the hell is this about? What is this about? Then it says, the contract that governs our wages, benefits, and working conditions is a priority for all of us. Hundreds of member-elected bargaining representatives make up the bargaining team and also communicate bargaining news back to the workplace. No, they only communicate what you want them to communicate, Yvonne Walker, because when they sign that non-disclosure agreement, they can't tell you anything. Sophia Perkins acknowledged that. Another lie. Members get to choose their union leadership, including bargaining representatives. Local 1000 members receive a voter guide, a ballot, and a return envelope on and around April 19th. They don't tell you when they mail it out. They told you on December 23rd, 2020, we're mailing on April 19th. Now they say we're going to mail it around that time. You'll get it around that time. So who knows when they mail the ballots out? Some people tell me they still haven't got their ballot in the mail, and they've been dues-paying members for years. Ballots must be received by May 20th. They don't tell you it has to be received by May 20th by 5 p.m. by the United States Post Office. Nothing else would work. They don't tell you that part. This is another violation, a protest, and I'm going to write it up. Becoming a member of Local 1000 gives you a voice in the future and exclusive benefits. Click here to join Local 1000. They don't tell you about the contract ratification. Anybody who knows that has any sense that knows that when they want to pass these contracts, they tell you can become a member the day of and ratify that contract. You can vote on that contract. But they tell you here on this leadership election, your application must be received before April 7th. April 7th to May 7th, that's a full 30 days. May 7th to May 20th, that's another 13, 14 days. So basically a month and a half, they're telling you they need your membership application before April 7th. And they didn't tell none of the other candidates this. If I'm a lie, then I want Sophia Perkins to call me a liar. Kevin Manager, Annika Walls, Tony Owens, Robert Bays. If I'm lying, if they knew about this, then why weren't they on Facebook telling people this is something that's very important for non-members? Because there's people on Facebook who want to vote, but they're trying to wait. And I've asked them, I said, don't wait till the last minute, because I figured she'd pull a stunt like this. Because this is the cheater, the corrupter Yvonne Walker is. She's a fraud. This should have been known by all the candidates. Why did I not find this out in January on the webinar for, anybody who was running for office? They did a webinar, Paul Koch, and he talked about all the important things on the fact sheet. But you didn't talk about what's the latest date for a non-member to become a member to vote. You didn't talk about that part. And don't give me that crap, Paul Koch. Don't give me that crap. Don't give me that spat, that shat about you didn't know. Because I've asked you this question before in 2015 and in 2018. I still have the emails. I'm getting ready to go to work on you guys. You just don't know. You think that this election is going to go down the way you've always done it in the past? You're wrong. You're wrong. I'm telling you this. You're wrong. You got a fight on your hands. My Black Lives Matters. Don't talk to me about Black Lives Matter and about interactions with the police when you're cheating me in Local 1000 election and you're an African-American leader. Don't give me that crap. See, this is who you are, Yvonne Walker. You use people to your advantage. You've been using people, having Francisco Pass call me bastard, having Regina Brooks call me arse, your number one main man, Frank Askin, calling me numbnuts. You do all this, use all these people, and then you want to be a symbol of the black community. You ain't no symbol of my black community. You never have and you never will be. And you're a cheater and you're a fraud. Good morning. Happy Monday. I'm not going anywhere. I got you. Okay? I got you on this. When you allowed Amanda Eichhorn to keep her name on the ballot, even though she withdrew her name after February 12th. Excuse me. And then when you sent that ballot out to people to vote, you told people, don't vote for this person. She's not on the ballot. She withdrew her name. That's a violation of the deadline. If you won't even adhere to your deadlines, but yet certain things in the policy file you will adhere to because it's very straightforward, it's objective. You can't get around it. But other stuff, you just work around, and the lawyers at the union tell you it's okay to do that. And then you wonder why our union has this great perception of corruption. You did that. Then you had Brenda Ferguson giving off scratch-off tickets in headquarters DMV last week, to get votes. Let's have a ballot harvesting party. Policy file says there's nothing wrong with a ballot harvesting party. So if everybody wanted to send me their ballots and I could turn around and send them in, I could do that. You said there's nothing wrong with that. But I've never offered no one scratch-off tickets to, implicitly get them to vote a certain way. I've offered to pay people's membership so they could vote. I never said, I will pay your membership, but you can only vote for me. I've never said that. But what Brenda Ferguson is doing, going and intimidating, harassing people at headquarters DMV, okay, and then offering them scratch-off tickets to vote for you, that's a violation. And then you use the state email system. People were emailing on your behalf through CDCR. And not only were they emailing just a regular rank and file, they were emailing all of CDCR, which means they were including management. Now, CDCR got mad and they threw a fit. They had a meeting, a labor relations meeting, and they were like, they can't do this. Because, Yvonne, you've been telling folks for years they couldn't use the state email system. But the whole time you were telling people this, while you were getting reelected every time, you were doing it yourself, you hypocrite. You are a hypocrite and a liar. You just lie, lie, lie. You'll do anything to get your money because you're trying to get that pension from SEIU International. You're trying to get your second pension secured. So you know you got to win this election. And then people say, oh, he's just lying. He's just this. He's just that. He's just trying to defund the union. Everything I say, I've never had you dispute. Only thing you say is politics matters. It matters because you're getting paid. You're making backroom deals. Was this one of your backroom deals? Make sure you get reelected so you can help Gavin Newsom stay in office, so you can take our money and support his campaign to stay in office? Was that part of the backroom deals? Was it? Was it? I think it was. Every time you cheat, every time you do something slick, someone's coming back and telling me. Now, I just got this. I can't believe I got it. No wonder Paul Koch didn't respond to the email last week on the 22nd and 23rd for George Mojica. Because he knows that there was a deadline. But he knows that no one knows this. You guys think you're so damn slick. I got one coming for you. I got one coming for you. So there was a deadline. That window and that email return from the local 1000 elections at SEIU1000.org sent back to George Mojica. Is that what you're saying? That you knew that there was a deadline, but you didn't want to tell them? So I sent out my weekly emails telling people it's not too late, but it was too late. So people think that I don't know what I'm talking about because you're withholding information? You done messed up. You're not getting out of this one. You're not. I don't care what you think. You know, when I do this elections protest, and it goes to you, Yvonne Walker, but it's against you, so it'll go to Kevin Miniger. We'll see what Kevin Miniger does. Maybe he'll show some transparency and some change, you know. And then he gives it to the elections committee. The committee that you appointed that answers to you, they don't care about Kevin Miniger. Okay? This is wrong. And then you sit there on your throne, Yvonne Walker, and talk about the voter restrictions laws they passed in Georgia. And you're doing the same stunt as a Democrat. You're a hypocrite. You ain't no symbol of the Democratic Party. You're just a hypocrite. Or maybe you are a symbol of the Democratic Party. Maybe what you are is a symbol of Democrats and Republicans. Do as I say, but not, do what I tell you to do, but don't, I'm not held to that same standard. Okay? Like they said at the state capitol, give up your money for 2 fiscal years, 2 days a month, but we protect our money. You dummy. All you people who talk about politics matters, you're dumb. And I say that with love and affection. You're stuck on stupid. The science of being stuck on stupid. These people on Facebook that defend you, Yvonne Walker, and defend the union. As Francisca Paz said, she helped create this union, make it what it is. Is that why this union's so run downhill? Is that why people hate this union? That's why if you allowed everybody to vote in this union, you would have never been reelected after your first run in 2008? You are a hypocrite. I'm getting ready to go at you. I'm telling you this because I'm not going to call you names. I'm not going to call you a derogatory name like I was called a derogatory name, bastard, by Francisca Paz. I'm not going to call you a derogatory name, Yvonne Walker. I'm going to call you what you are. You're a hypocrite and you're a liar. And I'm going to do it transparently. I'm not going to do it behind your back. I'm not going to talk behind your back like MTC, United Members for Change. I don't do stuff like that. I'm going to come right at you, right on Facebook, right on Instagram, right on Twitter. Everybody's going to know when I take these articles out in SAC-B and these other newspapers, I'm going at you 1,000%. Okay? You think Black Lives Matter protesters was giving, quote, white America hell? Let me show you what I can give you. Okay? Okay? Let me show you. You don't know. You ran Miriam Nourizam off. You ran Ken Amidi off. Oh, you ran them. You can't run this one. You can't run this mama's black boy. You can't run me. I'm not afraid of you. You can't make me or break me. Okay? I'm from the state of Missouri. Show me. Show me what you're made of. But you can't because you're weak, you're spineless, you're corrupt, and you're just a flat-out fraud. A fraud. And all you supporters on Facebook who defend Yvonne Walker, they're frauds too. Starting with Scott B. Smith and the rest of these so-called wannabe individuals. You don't want this action with me. And I told people, you don't like it, come on by the house. 3225 43rd Street, Sacramento, California, 95817. I ain't moved in years. I have no fear. Bring it. Bring it. You don't want to come by the house? You want to do it on social media? You want to do a debate? Get at me. You guys are weak. You're spineless. You need help to defend this evil corruption called this union. It's not a union. It's a social sponsored organization for the Democratic Party. They get funded money from us through SEIU in Washington, D.C., $15 million a year to carry their name, SEIU, plus we carry out their political agenda. And then you wonder why we can't do anything for you. You wonder why we can't get you good contract negotiations. You wonder why we can't give you satisfactory or even high quality job representation. Because more than 50% of our money is used on politics. That's the story. See, they don't want to tell you that. And when I'm elected president, I'm going to open it all up from day one. And I will reduce your dues. I don't give a damn what they say about that board. The board's corrupt. They don't care about you. Those bunk chairs agreed to give up your money. And some of these bunk chairs, including Sophia Perkins, even though she wasn't the bunk chair this last contract, they'll do the same thing. Nothing will ever change with this union. You guys think it's going to change. Just the players change. The game stays the same unless you elect Richard Lewis Brown. I caught you, Yvonne. Okay. You didn't tell none of the other candidates this. You knew that you was going to do this, make people become members prior to April 7th. That application had to be received prior to April 7th. You knew this in December or even January. Did you put it on the key elections timeline? Did you put this most important information for the non-members on the website so that they could see it? Not in the secured area for members only, for the non-members on the website. Did you put that information in there? No, you did not. You're a fraud. You want to do things in secret. And you never thought that I'd find out. Did you do this in 2015 and 2018? When people were signing up to vote for me and they said they couldn't get their ballot? Is this why? Is this why? That's why I said this time God is really revealing all your evilness and your corruption. That's why I told you this is different. This election is really different. People are actually talking to me. And eventually someone's going to come to me and they're not going to say, I don't want to be anonymous. You can use my name, Richard. I'm not afraid. Yvonne can't bully me anymore. Okay? I'm not afraid of this person. That's coming too. April 26, 2021. I'm Richard Lewis Brown. I'm just getting started. This election is far from over. Please send your ballots back. If you're trying to become a new member, I still want you to first send an email to Local 1000 Elections at SEIU1000.org and ask them, verify, if I become a member right now, can I still vote in this election? Make them respond to you and make sure you CC me, Richard DeReal7437 at gmail.com. And when they tell you you're outside the window, see, I want to get a track record of them saying the same thing. I want to see if they actually acknowledge that there was a date, April 7th. Prior, the application has to be received prior to April 7th. I want to see if they tell the truth for once in their life, because I don't trust them. And I don't care what they say about this is a clean and fair election. No, the hell it's not clean and fair. Everyone, you better take a picture of your ballot, that stub that's on top. Take a picture of your return envelope with your signature on it. Take a picture of that envelope. Because they're saying that anybody that becomes a member, that if their application was received on April 7th or after, they won't be allowed to vote. How the hell do we know that? Unless you verified every person that voted against the envelope it came in. And that they verified, and when they say they verified it, that letter was sent to those members and those members returned that letter saying, yes, I voted in this election. I was a member prior to April 7th. And the ballots that you have, the names that you got selected, that's who I voted for. That has never been done in Local 1000 history. They've never verified those ballots with those return envelopes. A candidate has never said, I question everyone. And I'm not talking about what Kathy Hackett did in 2005. No. I'm talking about a real forensic, as Kevin Menzer would say, forensic, because I don't steal people's words. I give people credit for their words. People steal my words. No one's ever really said, I'm going to verify that whole election. Local 1000 is trying to run a corrupt election to make sure that Yvonne Walker or Miguel Cordova wins this election. That's what they're doing. And that's why she had Miguel run with his slate, along with some other names and other categories, so she could diminish the hopes of MTC getting reelected. That's what she did. And so here's what I'll say. I am not giving up. You better share this damn video with everybody you know. Yvonne, you've been caught cheating once again. I am not letting up off of you. You think it's going to be easy. You think everything's going to be the way it was in the past. I got something for you. And I tell you, when I tell you I got eyes and ears everywhere reporting back to me, you think I'm bluffing. You don't think that I have it. How did I get the email that I've never gotten before? Okay? How did I know about Brenda Ferguson? Why did Roxy Shaw put up about Amanda Eichhorn? Because Roxy Shaw knows MTC and Tony Owens, they're not going to do anything. They're going to keep their mouths shut because that's the way they've been trained by you. But she knows that I won't keep my mouth shut. That's why she put it up there. Because she knew Richard Lewis Brown, the most transparent, the only transparent candidate ever in Local 1000 history. He will call Yvonne Walker out because he's unafraid. Because I'm the only person that calls you out, Yvonne Walker. And I don't do it behind a closed door. I do it right to your face. Like I told you years ago, I don't talk behind your back. I'm going to talk right at you in front of everybody. I ain't no punk. I'm not spineless. I'm not a coward. I'm not a child with all these condescending childlike contracts you've been getting negotiated over these years. No. All right. I'm getting started. I'm fired up. I'm fired up. You've lied again. You've lied again. Talking about a clean and fair election. Ain't nothing clean, ain't nothing fair about you, Yvonne Walker. Never has been, never will be. You're a complete and comprehensive failure. I stand by those words. Those words are strong, okay? They're harsh. But all the evilness that you've done since you've been elected president, because you don't have the backbone, and you do what these politicians tell you to do, and you never fight for us, and you never have fought. You never have fought for this country. It was just a job to you being a Marine, a job. You didn't care about this country. You didn't love this country. You still don't love this country. The only thing you love is maybe yourself. And I question if you really love yourself or not. And that's why these people try to come to your rescue and try to yell and call me bastard on Facebook. Call me arse and numbnuts on Facebook. But if you let me call a woman a return name, a derogatory name for bastard to a woman, then they throw me out the union. They call me sexist and I'm out of control. But a woman has free right to call me bastard on Facebook. Sounds like a double standard to me. The same person, these same people on Facebook, you know, these people who are not black talk about Black Lives Matter, but yet my black life doesn't matter because they try to call me out and demean me and call me angry, that racist stereotype. They do everything they can to demean me. But yet in the same hand, they say Black Lives Matter. And this is why I don't trust these so-called white folks talking about Black Lives Matter. I don't trust that. I don't. You know what? I'd rather a white person that say, hey, Richard, you know what? I got some prejudice. I got a little bit of racism in me. I got some insecurities in me, Richard. And I'm sorry. I'm trying to get better. That I respect. But don't come at me saying, oh, Black Lives Matter. That's just something politically correct. Something to make you look good, white people. I don't believe that a lot of you white people saying Black Lives Matter, even people who are not white, but who are not black saying Black Lives Matter. I don't believe it. I don't trust you. I don't believe that all you people are really down for black people the way you claim that you are. You went down for Colin Kaepernick years ago. Where were you then when he took a stand for black people and police brutality? Where the hell were you then? You didn't touch Colin Kaepernick because it wasn't politically correct. Yvonne Walker, and you got these people saying the same thing you saying about Black Lives Matter. You don't give a damn about black people, Yvonne. You ain't never cared about black people in a day in your life. Do a video with me. But I caught you cheating. This is cheating. When you don't tell the other candidates a date that's this important about non-members becoming members to vote in an election, but only you and maybe Miguel Cordova, I know he knew. Only you guys know, but the rest of us don't know? Or did you tell the other candidates, don't tell Richard? Sophia's still working for you. Kevin and Annika, they're kind of working with you. They don't agree with everything you say, but maybe they knew about this. Yeah, all these people who support MTC and Tony Owens, yeah, ask these people. Ask them about this video. Okay. Gonna be some more videos coming today. Richard Lewis Brown, Local 1000 president. I'm gonna be this on July 1st, 2021. Mark my word. Have a nice day.